Here we have the Marvo Scorpion HG9049 7.1 surround gaming headset, which is actually compatible with a PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360 and PC as well. As it says on the top of the box, it's got 40mm driver, a comfortable fit and multi-platform ready. It's got 7 colours, so it does have some form of lighting on there, so that's good. And this product has a suggested retail price of £22.99. So basically for 23 quid this is what you can get. So let's have a quick look at the box. So we've already gone through the front. As you can see what it looks like there when it's all lit up. You can actually see part of the headset through the small side window there, and then you've got the branding on that side. If you look on this side, it tells you a bit more about the product. You've got that 7.1 surround, you've got the 40mm driver size, you've got multi-platform compatible, flexible mic boom arm, and you've got the ergo design. On the top there's not much other than what it is. And then on the back it tells you all about the information on here, but we'll just look at the main points. So it's got large comfortable ear cups, you've got a double metallic head beam design, so that should give a bit more support on the top. You've got an inline remote control, so adjusting your volume and presuming mic as well. And then it's got a removable 3.5mm splitter included. Okay, so this is what you've got in the box. You've got the headset unit itself with the inline mic and with the USB connection, and obviously that's what you would use on the PC. And then you've also got 3.5mm jacks. One of them's labelled Xbox 360, the other one doesn't have a label on, so I presume that's for any other console, and you would attach that into the inline mic and then into your device. The manual itself is here. The manual has quite a bit of information about the software. Obviously if you're using the software, that's for if you're installing it on a PC. You download the software at marvo-tech.com. Okay, as you can see, I've plugged this in. You can see the RGB lighting. Well, it's not actually RGB, it's 7 colour lighting on the sides, which looks pretty good. At the moment it's coloured up slightly different. The inline controller is here. You've got an option for your volume and mic on and off, so there's no mic volume or anything like that there. The cable length is roughly 2 meters long, so that's pretty good. You've got your adjustable mic here, so you can adjust it to wherever you want. It does seem to want to go back into that same position after a little while though. It does have those metal bands going around the top, which help support it, which means it's less flimsy than some of the cheaper ones we've seen, and the ear cuffs actually feel pretty nice, so that looks pretty good. The big issue we've got though is the actual driver. We've downloaded the driver, as you can see there, the time and the date, and we've tried this on 2 machines altogether, and the problem is we're getting nowhere with it. So basically if we extract the data, so into a new folder, makes a new folder, fine. You open that and it's got another zipped folder. So you extract that information, so you extract it, and as you can see it's extracting a lot of information. There's over 150 megabytes worth of information there, considering the original zip file was 15 meg. So that's quite a large installation file to set up a headset. But as you can see, it's taking quite a while for it to go through and unzip all that. Let me just fast forward this a few minutes. Okay, now that's unzipped, we open up the new folder, and there's another new folder, and then it shows you the different version of Windows, which you think, oh okay, install Windows 10. And then it's got lots of subfolders, so rather than just having an exe file you run, you have to scroll down to setup. You run setup, comes up, are you sure? Yes. And then you get the error message. Installation contains unsupported characters, and it won't install. We've tried this on another PC and it does exactly the same thing. I've been into the other versions of Windows, so I've tried installing the Windows 7 driver, Windows 8 and so forth. It does exactly the same thing. But if you copy the folder to the desktop, rename it, we'll just call it Marvo, and open it up, try and install again, run setup, are you sure? yes, and then it installs. So basically what it doesn't like is the name of the zip file or the files it tries to install on the machine. So basically what you have to do is rename all the master folders to something shorter, because there's too many characters in them, which is a little bit daft. It's something I would have thought they would have tested. So if you have issues installing the drivers, basically download them, unzip them, get the master folder and rename it to a shorter name, and then in the others, the subfolders, if they're called a really long name as well, rename those as well, and then it will let you install it. Then it will want you to restart your machine, and hopefully it should pick up and work from there. So yes, it does work, but you really have to have a play about with it. And if I hadn't seen that message before on something else I've done, our day job is actually repairing computers, we wouldn't have possibly known what that message meant. Now the machine started up. Hopefully we can open up the software for the headset and it'll work. And here we go, and it's picking up. Okay, so you've got everything on there hopefully you'll need. So you've got your audio control, up and down, speakers, mic, on and off. You can change the decibel levels. One thing I have noticed while going through here though, unfortunately, there does not seem to be any options to change the RGB on the headset, from what I can see. So it looks like you're stuck with the colours what it's showing as. So even though it says 7 colours, it is basically that. It's 7 colours and you can't keep it on one. Also, to get a lot of the options on, it's quite hard to actually figure out where you go. But you actually have to double click where it says speakers, and then it gives you options of doing your virtual shifters and different things like equalizers and volume control, which seems a little bit strange because when you click it once, it doesn't come up with anything and you think, oh, there's no more options. You'll click on mic, doesn't give any more options, but if you double click it, it then gives you different options like your mic boost and so forth. Unfortunately, as we said, there does not seem to be any options on there to control the colouring of the lights on the headset. But then again, you're not going to be able to see your own headset when you're playing games wearing the headset. Otherwise, the build quality looks pretty good. The cable is rubberized. That seems pretty secure, so that looks pretty good. The microphone's not detachable, so it's stuck in there. Otherwise there's nothing else much on the headset other than those metal bands, which obviously help it support it. And I know with a lot of headsets what are plastic here, they do crack very easily, so it's good to have that metal band there to help support it, and it does adjust pretty easily. Okay, I'm currently using the headset at the moment to talk, and you can hear how loud it is. Now I'm using my desk mic and you should be able to tell the difference. Unfortunately the headset mic was very, very quiet. When I installed it on the computer without the driver, the mic seemed like it wasn't actually working, but it was just that quiet. When you actually manage to install the software, which was a pain in the backside to do, you have to put the volume all the way to maximum for the mic, as well as the boost and the monitor setting all the way to maximum, and even then it is still fairly quiet. And the problems don't stop there. When playing back audio, especially music, and even when you're playing games, even the quietest of things has got a bass behind it, which it doesn't need, and everything's got this amplified bass sound to it, which can absolutely drive your ears crazy after a while. Don't get me wrong, it makes explosions sound pretty good, but when you've got little footsteps, which should be only tap, 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 it's boom, boom, boom. The only positives I can see about this product is the actual build quality and the looks. Unfortunately, the software failed to install unless you edit it, which is a bit of a pain and most people won't do. Unless you install the software, which you'll struggle to get the microphone working. And on top of that, everything sounds like the bass is amplified.